Word.
Okay, my word is confidence. I feel like that has been a repetitive theme in my life. And for me, confidence means, first of all, like assurance in God, and believing who He is and like what He says. And I think it's more like faith, honestly. I think that it intersects with the way that I view myself, and who God says that I am. Sometimes I have a tendency to believe that what I have done or what others perceive of me is who I am. And because of that tendency, when I succumb to those notions, I become blinded to the truth of God. And so that's something that I've been like continually working through. I feel like it's a never ending process. It's something that like I have to continue to remind myself. And I remember what Serena was saying the other day in chapel, that you don't just get from point A to point B when it comes to growth. Like a lot of the times you're like still in the middle of it. And I feel like that, honestly, when it comes to confidence and just who God is, and then confidence in myself as well because of that. And then I've really been blessed by this book already. Like, it's just been such a blessing to read. There's a lot of things that the author like talks about that I have thought about but haven't exactly like projected. And so seeing it written on paper in front of me, like, and reading it out loud, it's like, wow, there's a voice to what I've been feeling, and I can relate to that.
What do you feel like have been the biggest like situations or experiences that have either boosted your confidence or that you went into really unconfident but then have stepped up in?
Well, when I was in middle school, I struggled a lot, just with my insecurities, and I've really struggled with that. And I've always struggled with my weight. That's something that I've just struggled with since I was younger. And so, of course, having insecurities with that, and thinking that because of how I look or whatever, then that's how I am, or like people won't want to be around me, or a man will not want to marry me, you know. But just over the years, like, I have realized that that's not really true, and I don't want to believe that I have to be a certain way for a man. Like,
amen.
You know? So I would say that's just like one little instance.
Definitely. What if somebody like came up to you, like maybe one of your residents or someone younger than you, and said, Henrietta, how do I grow in confidence? What would you tell them?
I would tell them to search for the way that God views them, how He sees them through His Word, because ultimately God knows each of us more than we know ourselves. And so I think that's a good place to start. And if that's the way that He sees us, then we should see ourselves in that way too. I don't think that you can have true confidence just by repeating, oh, I'm beautiful in the mirror. Like, I don't think it comes from that. I think it has to come from the Lord.
Amen. I think of one like last question. Like, how do you see, like, in whatever the future holds for you, what do you hope confidence will mean, or where confidence will carry you?
Well, in the future, I hope, this is an interesting question. I would hope that confidence looks like me just having this complete assurance in like who I am, because of Christ. And like that's also knowing like my weaknesses, my strengths, you know, just being aware of that and not downing myself because of those weaknesses or limitations that I may have, but just like trying to grow more. And so, yeah, I would hope to not just get in a position where I just will down myself. Like, I just want to be assured in who I am and in Christ.
Beautiful.
I think that, like, I don't know, low self-esteem or like they just don't have a lot of confidence. So that was helpful.
Yeah, I think